Hello, all my beautiful vibe tribers. Welcome to your Mystic Affirmations for Wednesday, January 19th of 2022. Many blessings to you all. Remember, this is a collective reading for all sun, moon, and rising signs. That means if you'd like to have a personal reading, please visit my website, royalmystic.com. I'll be more than happy to assist you once you schedule your appointment. And if you'd like to have just a boost during the week, I do a weekly podcast called Royal Mystic Collective Wisdom, and it's available on all podcast platforms. I hope you enjoy it. So, into our wonderful mystic affirmations of being relentlessly optimistic and being focused on the absolute positive and changing the vibration of our frequency so that we can receive our best possible life now, allowing ourselves to use the law of attraction, the law of divine compensation, and our ability to manifest our best possible life now. Remember, we're releasing all that has happened previous to this moment. Let it go. And from here forward, from the very next thing we start talking about, we're going to bring in the positive energy of all things to create our best possible life. And here we go. We have the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So this Nine of Wands energy is the closest we can be to the edge of a breakthrough right before it happens. And it requires us to have the faith in the breakthrough. So sometimes we find ourselves right up to the moment where we're just hanging on a thread, waiting for the catalyst to happen, for it to just manifest or for it to change. And we get frustrated at this moment because we feel like we've met resistance. Truly, you have, but you're breaking through a paradigm, which is why that the little membrane takes a little more effort to break out of. But it's okay, because this is the place where we put in, we get the extra chance to kind of boost our own capability by believing in ourselves, believing that it's going to happen, taking the time to really anchor yourself in the faith of it. So this is a good thing, even though it doesn't feel like a good thing. Now, this Ace of Cups, this, I just want to say, this, when I first got these cards, I was like, why is there stuff running down the edges? It looks like something's like icing running off the edge. Those are her fingers. This is you're seeing through the glass to her hand on the other side. It took me a minute to figure that out. I don't know why I felt the need to explain that, but for those of you who were wondering exactly what I was, those are her fingers on the other side of the cup. The cup doesn't have icing or something dripping down the sides. I thought, why is there stuff? Now, I've known this for a while and I figured it, but it took a while for me to figure it out. Because I was going by what I was seeing. But this is the energy of the divine. Inside that cup is the elixir of life. And this is that moment where it's kind of being pushed through from another dimension into yours, right? From sacred energy into where we are now. This is a gift. This is a gift directly from divine. And in that cup is the actual DNA for all things, the creative source energy of all existence. So they're giving you the keys to anything you can imagine and believe in, you can manifest. So it is a yes from the universe supporting your move forward. So here we go. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine, pure, white light. Divine Spirit, the Eight of Pentacles. Divine Spirit, Spirit Guides. Hello, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow all sun, moon, and rising signs to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. We thank you so much, Divine, for these blessings and beautiful messages, and we receive them in the love and light for which they are intended. We thank you for this divine guidance as always, and we welcome this blessed energy. Thank you so much, Divine. You're always welcome and very appreciated. So the Eight of Pentacles is the energy of being very much in the apprentice energy, learning something new or mastering a new skill. So it is the energy of allowing yourself to take action to improve your knowledge, whether it is teaching it to yourself or learning it on the job, or actually taking some kind of course. Most things are online now, but they do still have schools somewhere. And here we have the Princess of Cups, and this is the energy of the universe offering you the symbol or symbolic cup, as it's saying you are being led in the direction that you need to go and provided for at all times. This is the universe saying you will always be provided for. So it's part of the belief system as we move into the energy of choice and understanding that the universe is continuously available to us. If it is not, it's only because we've made a decision to believe that it is not. I know that sounds a little far-fetched, but let's let that sink in. If the universe is not seeming to answer what you're asking, it is because you have a belief that is standing in the way of that. Investigate your fundamental beliefs or something that you've just changed your mind about, because it could be the cause of the delay or the holdup. Attitude is certainly an accelerant, okay, having a good attitude. I attract success and positive people into my life with my positive attitude. It is a blessing, and being able to stand in the energy of being happy and joyful. I just want to say, if you're a person that's doubting that the law of attraction or positivity works, try just having the energy of joy in your heart and see if it doesn't change the way your day goes. Stop and think about something that made you the happiest in your entire life, whatever that event was, and hold that energy and try to keep going back to it during the day and see if your day doesn't change. If you're in a place where you're in a rut or in a funk and you don't think there's any happiness left, bring back the memory of the happiest thing you can remember and see what it does, because it will change the day you're experiencing now because of the way you're thinking and remembering that joy. It's contagious. It truly is. So, courage. My fear of rejection does not stop me from bravely going forward. This is a beautiful energy of understanding that we all have fear. We are all afraid to move in a different direction or step out of our comfort zone. But it's a requirement that you do so if you want to receive what you want to have in this lifetime. If you want to change your paradigm, if you want to bring yourself to the best possible frequency and receive the truest expression of yourself and be open to that, have the courage to do it, because you're going to fail at something. I'd rather fail at doing something great than fail at something that I should be able to do with my eyes closed, right? So, peaceful resolution. This is something that's getting resolved. It's been hanging over you. It's a wonderful energy of being able to either bring a relationship back into harmony or some kind of disagreement. We'll pray for that for the world, peaceful resolution, so that everybody can take a deep breath and step back away from the button, right? So, delight, the frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others. Delight is an energy of overwhelming. It's more than joy. I want to say joy, but it's more than that. It's just feeling that everything couldn't have gone better, right? So it is the ultimate feeling of joy and happiness. It's receiving the best possible outcome. And we have our Louise Hay cards. Now, these cards are not tarot cards and they're not meant for divining, but they are meant to help you focus affirmations. They're called Power Thought cards, and they're from Louise Hay. And they are in this reading because these are the cards that literally started me on the path of the law of attraction. Now, I don't know that she intentionally did it that way, but they are to help bring you to a place of accepting better things in your life and having a better way of looking at it. So, I have the perfect living space, and this is the card I fished out recently out of a chifforobe I have, and I'm putting it in a little drawer. And it is literally how I manifested this house. I have the perfect living space. I see myself living in a wonderful place. It fulfills all my needs and desires. It is a beautiful, it's in a beautiful location and at a price I can afford. So part of the reason that I was interrupting myself here, the reason you saw the herky jerky, was because they were inserting memories that I had when I would sit with this card. So sorry about that. I was having a moment down memory lane from my guides. So I'll try to read it again without the insertion of other thoughts while I was trying to do this. I have the perfect living space. I see myself living in a wonderful place. It fulfills all my needs and desires. It's in a beautiful location and at a price I can afford. Now, this was my manifestation when I was first learning how to do this, and I manifested a house because the advice of the person or the book that I read was that you make it something so big that you know you didn't do it all by yourself, that you know divine had a hand in it, because you know you couldn't have made that happen. So to me, a house was that big for me. I couldn't have imagined any other thing that could have done it except divine, and it did. And it was because oh, because I was very poor at the time, and it was an absolute miracle that I got financed for this house. So, and it was at a price I could afford. I now create a wonderful new job. I am totally open and receptive to a wonderful new position, using my creative talents and abilities, working for and with people I love, in a wonderful location and earning good money. This is how I manifested this. So this was another one of my cards I really fixated on. I now create a wonderful new job. You notice it doesn't say I now get a wonderful, it says I create. I create a wonderful new job. I am totally open and receptive to a wonderful new position, using my creative talents and abilities, working for and with people I love, in a wonderful location and earning good money. All of this is true for me. I love what I do. You guys are amazing, and I thank you all for being here with me. And reason I tell you what these cards mean to me is because I want you to know they worked. They worked for me, and if they work for me, they'll work for you. So understand that. I'm not trying to gloat on my progress. I'm telling you it's possible to come from nothing and actually believe yourself into your best possible life. So here is the Two of Wands. And this is the energy of being able to understand that all choices are forward going. And you should make your choice forward going. And sometimes we get caught up in lamenting over, am I on the right path? Did I make the right choice? Is this the right thing? Well, in this case, this card is recommending you understand there's no wrong choice, A. B, the choices all run parallel. And so there's no big variation in the ending of this particular one. So whatever choice you're facing is not a choice going in opposite directions. They're going the same direction and end up very close in proximity. So the only caveat here is that you get to choose what you want. And that's the difference. Sometimes we have to make a choice because we're forced to that choice. It's a specific set of circumstances that only allow for this one choice. Well, you've got two, and you get to pick the one you want most without any strings attached. And we have the Hermit. Now, this Hermit goes back to that energy of go back and, in your mind and think back why you believe certain things about success and why you believe or don't believe that you're worth or worthy of it, or that you can get it, or that, when you're stuck in a rut about why I'm not moving forward, go back and review or ask your higher self to alert you when you're in the process of affirming one of those blocks, because it will stand out and the universe will let you catch it, but you have to be alert enough to do it. And that's, so ask your higher self to help you flag it when it comes up, what that thought is. Oh, there's that's what's running in the back of my mind. So we all have to do it. We have to clear out our old beliefs because we weren't taught how to manifest when we were children, and neither were our parents. So this is a whole new thing, whole new ball game. So 10 of Wands, and this is the energy of release of the burden. So you remember that first card we got was the 9 of Wands? There's your 10. The breakthrough is happening, the struggle is over, and you're actually getting out from underneath the pressure and the heaviness. So, my darlings, fill your heart with delight. Stand in your courage and allow yourself to manifest your best possible life now because you deserve it. Have a beautiful day. Namaste, my friends.